Well, it's Friday, May 15th, and we are making it through another week. Today I had something happen, or I should say tonight maybe. I had something happen that it got me thinking, and I wanted to share it with you. We have gotten into a little bit of a routine with our Friday nights, kind of trying to still make it feel like a weekend, even though in my line of work I do work a lot on the weekends, but we still try and treasure Friday nights. So tonight we got into our routine of what we've been doing for the last few weeks. Around 5 o'clock I shut down my computer, which I'm not always the best at, admittedly. My husband went and he picked up from the local fish store some sushi grade fish, and while he was away, the girls and I played in the yard. It was a beautiful day out in Chicago. The sun was out towards the end of the day. It felt good. We got vitamin D, and it was just a really nice afternoon. And when he got home, we then proceeded to come inside. He has been making sushi for us. We watch a Friday night movie. Tonight was exciting. It was Aladdin, the Will Smith version. None of us had seen it yet, so as a parent of toddlers, the first time you see any movie is very exciting, knowing that you're probably going to see it an endless amount of times after that. But tonight we kind of got to have that enjoyment. We went upstairs, we did baths, toothbrush, all that good stuff, and we were getting ready for bed. And I thought to myself, my girls have been good in this. Not great. There have been some really, really lousy days. But in the grand scope of things, I feel like they're really coping well. I mean, I know how hard this is on myself. I know how hard this is on my husband, because we can talk about it. We can communicate about it. We've been trying to have conversations with our girls to help them get the feelings out, but they're feeling things that they can't even acknowledge right now. So I can only imagine how hard that is. So I decided before bedtime tonight that I wanted to give them a little treat. I'm happy to reward good behavior. I know there's a lot of people out there that either think that's a terrible thing, I'm setting up my kids for disaster, but especially during times like this, I think just giving them little things to say, hey, you're doing great in this, and to kind of take their mind off of everything else is okay. So I had a couple of extra new princess dresses stashed away in a closet, and I decided tonight was a good night to bring them out. So we decided to give them these dresses and just kind of tell them that you're doing okay in this. We know it's hard. We know it's different, but here's just a little something very sparkly. Just because we want you to feel joy and be happy in it. And we really appreciate how great you're doing and how hard you're trying in something that's very, very difficult. And I tell you, their eyes got so big, and they put on those dresses and the crowns and the terrible earrings and everything, and they paraded around the room for 15 minutes, and the joy in their faces was just contagious, and everything felt so great. And they took it off and they laid it out, and they said they just couldn't wait to put it on in the morning. And that got me thinking. Obviously, as a parent, I felt so good just seeing that pure joy in my child's face, especially in a time in which I know there's been hurt and I know there's been loss and everything else. That felt great. But it got me thinking about rewards and good behavior. And I started to think, well, geez, a lot of us I know are doing this with our kids, but are we doing it with ourselves? Are we rewarding our good behavior in this? Because I think that's something that's really important. Now, I'm not going and saying, hey, you need to go spend a lot of money and buy yourself something really extravagant. I don't even know if it needs to be a thing. But I think we're all working very hard to live in a new way. And something that's constantly changing and constantly evolving, and is taxing on all of us. Everyone at different levels, but everybody is dealing with something in this. So if we're all working hard to do well in this, to take care of ourselves and to take care of one another's, well, maybe we deserve a little reward of our own. And I understand that not everyone's in a financial position right now to give themselves financial rewards or to buy themselves something. It doesn't have to be financial. It could be an action. If you like cooking, well, commit yourself to say, hey, if I'm going to let myself do more of this. If you like running, I'm going to give myself a couple more of these. You know, maybe it is something a little bit monetary. Maybe you want to splurge and get the new nail polish color that just came out, because you're not getting manicures. Like I said, I don't think it needs to be big. Heck, if you want to go big, go big. But I think that it's important for us to acknowledge and to reward our own good behavior in this, much like we're doing with our kids. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do for myself, but I will report back. I do think that let's kind of put that into the taking care of us, acknowledging our wins, acknowledging our good behavior, acknowledging that we're making through this some more. So that's it. I will remind you, as always, to be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to one another. Take care of yourself. Take care of one another. Be smart. Be so smart in your social distancing. Be proud of our essential workers and our first responders. The work they're doing is amazing. We are one further day along in this. One more day under our belt, and we are doing great, which is why I think that you deserve a reward. I will look forward to the next time we meet. Be well.